Hey guys, welcome back to the Insight CRM Facebook Sales Mastery tutorial. My name's Todd, and if you've been watching along with these videos, chances are you probably set up your CRM, your funnel pages, and your Facebook pages to work exactly as intended in this video. And if you have, that's fantastic. If not, I recommend going back and making sure everything is set up, because right now is when we're going to start building your Facebook ads to generate some leads. Now, depending on what industry you're in, this video may or may not make a ton of sense. So I'm going to make it as broad and generalized as possible and give you a very shotgun overview of everything that goes on in the Facebook Ads Manager. As future videos get added, you're going to see the different kinds of ads and the different ways to run ads specific to your business. So I think it's going to be very exciting as we move forward, but for right now, I'm hoping this video is enough to help you get started generating leads for your line of work. So with anything, you're going to start your Facebook ads from the Ads Manager. There's another program called Power Editor, and I'm not going to touch on that for right now, simply because I think that this is the best place to start when you're building out your Facebook ads. So to start out, I'm going to show you how to build out your audience. The first thing you're going to do when you build your ad is create the audience, because the audience is the most important part of your ad, second only to the offer and the actual copy itself. Now, if you send the right copy to the wrong people, you're going to find that you're not going to get the right engagement, and you're going to see substantially less sales and less revenue generated than you would had you done this the right way starting out. So, click on these three bars up here next to the words Ads Manager. You're going to drop down to All Tools, and on the fourth column, the first option is Audiences. Now, I'm not going to have you create the audience just yet, because I think it's very important that you understand who your competition is viewing and who views your competition. Both of those are very important, and I'm going to show you what the difference is and what that means. So when you click on Audience Insights under Plan, it's going to take you to an option to choose all of Facebook, some of Facebook, or audience of one of your pages. Choose all of Facebook, because we want to get a sense of how everyone is engaging with certain audiences, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to drop down here to Interests, okay? And for example, if you have, for example, I'm selling CRMs. That's my product. So I'm going to go ahead and type in Infusionsoft, which is one of the largest CRM companies out there. So I'm going to see basically who is viewing, what kind of people are viewing my competition. So you can see a ton of interesting choices and options here. And you see these options in relation to the Facebook average. So for example, 39% of Infusionsoft's viewers are in management, okay? 36% are in sales, and 33% are in administrative. This is an important insight to think about, because you really need to understand who is your target audience, what they like, and what they're doing. Next is page likes, okay? You're going to find that in terms of software, a lot of people like Infusionsoft and Spotify. In terms of internet and software, people like ClickFunnels and Marketo. Telecommunications, they like Nextivo. For entrepreneurship, these are the different categories, products and services, and so on and so forth. You'll see Zillow and Trulia is a huge aspect of this, because Facebook ads for real estate and mortgage officers are on the rise, and they're very important to understand who is viewing Zillow and Trulia. So you'll go down here and you have a breakdown of the different page likes. You're probably wondering why this is important right now, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you the honest truth. If you understand who is into your competition, you'll also understand who will be into you and your product. So when you're building out your audience, it's very important to choose something that's been tried and true by your audience, because your audience is going to, by your competition, because your competition is going to be the one surefire way of understanding how you can break into an industry. Okay, so for example, I would want to look into Hootsuite, Infusionsoft, and HubSpot as my competition, because I believe my CRM is at a better price point and has more functionality than any of these software. So for that reason, that's why I would choose this. Location-wise, I think it's also important to understand who, based on the top cities, is viewing your competition software. And you'll see here that the biggest cities are the ones that apply most. However, you'll see this gray bar back here is the Facebook average, and the blue bar right here is your selected audience. So what that means is that even though the majority of people on Facebook are in New York City, which is to be expected because it's one of the biggest cities in the world, there's not much more engagement on these kinds of pages and these kinds of services than you'll find in Los Angeles, California. So that's something interesting because you may want to go global or you may want to start at Los Angeles because that seems to have a constant rate of return. 2% of the selected audience versus 2% of Facebook users. That's also very important. Activity is also very important because you want to see who's liking pages, who's clicking ads, and you'll see that your line of work, if you, for example, if you're selling software, that people who buy software click on your Facebook ads 42 times on average over the past 30 days as opposed to 17, which is the Facebook average. Which means if you're selling software, Facebook's a very hot market because you're going to find a lot of engagement, a lot of ad clicks, and eventually a lot of purchases. So this is another way to tell the average between Facebook's average and the page's average. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video short because I want to separate this into manageable chunks. I don't want you to have to look through an hour-long video just to get a sense of how to run an ad. So this video was basically audience insights, and I want you to take a look at the insights and understand in a very deep sense what your competition is targeting. And if you understand what your competition is targeting, you can also understand who you should be targeting. So the next video is going to be how do you use this information to build an audience. So join us on that video, please, and we're going to go ahead and run through that, and I hope you could like this one. Hope you like the next one even better. Take care, guys. Have a great one.